Hey, hey, hey. Anybody in here? What is up? Make a quick post real fast. Quick post to the Book of Faces. I apologize. I'm rushing. Got home literally like 3 minutes ago. Changed my shirt. I'm still in my dirty shorts. Hold on, make a quick post here. Live on the tube. TackleJunkie.com. Next, publish. All right. We got audio, we got video, we good to go. Let's get this thing rolling. Audio, video, we good? Let me know. Do we have audio? Do we have video? I'm assuming we got video. I'm looking at myself. Scott says we do. Works for me. Well, you and that frog bite, man. That's awesome, though. You know what bites doing good here? At least for me? Nothing. We already got 36 people on here. That is fantastic. Let's do a quick little roll call. Anyone just tuning in for the first time? There's never any topics for these. We just talk, chit chat, get to know each other. You guys talk amongst yourselves. We get to know each other. I mean, that's basically what these streams are. So you guys seem to enjoy this a lot versus having a topic. So that's what we're going to roll with. Let me know in the comments if you guys are on the board, if you're still froze, you fishing, catching, what are you catching them on? Old Scott's first. What's up, buddy? What's going on, Douglas? Douglas caught his first bass on hollow body frog. Very cool. That's a fun way to catch them. Says, I have to say April has been a good month of fishing for me. My three least confidence baits, jerkbait, hollow frog, and chatterbait, to be high to light color, I've gained confidence in. Very cool, man. And that's really what you got to do. You got to catch them on them to gain confidence in them. That's what I love doing. I love getting a new lure, going to the ponds, gaining that confidence in them, and then going to the lakes. What's going on, Lauren? What's going on, buddy? Good to see you, man. Jason, what's up, buddy? Mad Al. Working on packing the boat, open water coming. Very cool. You're up in Canada? Very cool. Will, hope everyone is doing well this evening. I caught a monster today, despite the 30 not winds. It was at least seven inches long. No kidding. And we had terrible wind. I'm sure all of us did, but yeah, it was terrible. I guess it was Sunday and Monday. Wind was terrible. Our umbrella forgot to take it down. The pole's a pretty good size steel, and it bent right in two. Which kind of sucks. It was kind of expensive. It's got lights and all the, what do you call that? I don't know, the umbrella. There's lights and all that in there. All that's all busted and everything. So guess it's time to get a new one. Lauren's on the board. Got on the board this past weekend with two great size chain pickerel, 32-inch and 35. Very nice, man. Was going for smallmouth and caught the two pickerel. Can't complain. Chartreuse and white chatterbait. I haven't caught anything. I really haven't caught much of anything at all this year, but I haven't caught anything on the old chatterbait this year, which kind of sucks. I think I made a mistake. You guys know, for the longest time, I've always gone to the ponds for the first couple months. And I made the mistake of only really going a couple times this year so far, and I'm not catching many fish. Now, one issue at the bigger lakes is definitely when we have nicer days like today and tomorrow, I'm working. And then, Thursday I'm working too. We got thunderstorms, even severe on Thursday. Thunderstorms Friday, which that would be my day off. So I'd be going after the thunderstorms. And Saturday is only like a high in the 40s, low of 33 again. So it seems like all the days that I get to fish are like the crappy days, which really sucks. What's going on, Steve? But yeah, I'm just not having great luck. You guys have seen the lakes that I fished in the last few videos. I mean, it's chocolate milk, which most of us are dealing with that. But that high chocolate milk is not being very good to me this season. Bassless chat, what's up, Ron? What's going on, man? Bass with Big Malone. What's going on, Michael? We'll have a little giveaway at the end of the stream for one of you guys. We're going to give away one of the MTB Elite boxes. So stay tuned for that. Big shout out to Carl's for sponsoring the stream tonight. What's going on, John? How you doing, buddy? Fish and Fix. Good evening, all. Hope everyone is fishing. Action is going well. I wish I could say mine was, but it's been pretty bad. Been pretty bad. I'm sure most of us have heard of Milk and Fishing, and I don't really watch him much. I know who he is, obviously, and he's fishing the opens, and it was pretty cool though to see him win. I mean, I didn't see it, but seen some clips on Bassmaster and a few of his posts and all that. It was pretty cool that he won, and now he's going to the Classic next year. So I think that's pretty awesome. Any of you guys see that or follow that? What are your thoughts on that? I mean, I think he's got a pretty dang good shot because, I mean, he's definitely figured out how to catch the big fish. If he can continue to do that, I mean, he might be one of the next greats. I mean, you just never know. What's going on, Jerry? Grandpa Woody, what's up, man? What's going on, Chris? So the frog bites on for old Will. Anybody else catching him on the frog? I thought I seen old Trey. I think he just caught one on the frog. I haven't even tossed the frog yet. I'm still trying to get bit on the square bill. I've only caught him on what? A jerkbait, and spinnerbait this year. That's it. And I bet I caught, which I don't have video on this. Me and Michael I'm going to do another little tip on spooling, just a little fast tip. Michael's going to be in that video with me. We might even shoot that tonight. If not, it'll be up on Sunday. But we'll have Michael talk about his little tournament with his buddy in that video. But I didn't really, I recorded, but they were running all around the pond. It's kind of hard to get video. And like I said, I didn't put anything up from what I caught. I think I caught like 6. But I only caught them 6 over there on a spinnerbait. And then the one over there, about a month or so ago on the jerkbait. I've caught like nothing on the bigger lakes. It's a little discouraging, a little depressing. My dude Rhymes, what's up, man? Good to see you. Leather stocking angler. South Jersey Fisherman 028. What's up? What's going on, Cody? Caro. If you guys haven't seen my last video, too, I want to give another shout out to my friends over there at Olight. Picked up a couple new flashlights from them. This one I'm really excited about. This is the Perun 2, but this is the new Mini. I had the bigger version that I got from them, I don't know, a couple months ago. It's a little bit too big on the head. This is, like I said, the mini one here. But their 16th anniversary sale starts today. I think it goes to the 22nd. I got a discount code in the description for you guys. But if you've bought from them before, if you just log in, I believe you get a free flashlight for logging in. I think you have to pay shipping on it. And if you're like a new to Olight, if you create a log in, then you get a different free flashlight. So that's a pretty cool deal over there. But I'm sure they got a sale going on as well. So head over there, check it out. Like I said, use my code, save a few bucks. TKO Fish On. What's up, man? Chris, that's why I'm here, man. Ask away, buddy. Don't sleep on the tube. I'm sure you guys know that tube used to be one of my go-to confidence baits for the longest time. I don't toss them near as much as I used to. One of my favorite tubes was from Yum, and it was back when they had the I think it was the LPT. What do they call that? Live Prey technology or something like that. So it was one of their older scents, and it was just a straight black and blue tube. I do believe when they went to the F2 scent, they changed the size up a little bit. The colors are different, and I ain't saying I got out of tube fishing, but since I couldn't really get a hold of my go-to tube anymore, I just kind of like stopped throwing them. But another one that I throw, or I was throwing a lot, was the one from Mega Strike. I really like that one as well. Leather stocking angler caught a 19 5-inch smallmouth in my kayak. No kidding. My PB in my kayak using a 5-inch Cinco, Texas rigged. Cinco's always getting it done. Gotta love a Cinco. That reminds me, I have a giveaway I gotta do a drawing for. One of my last videos. I don't know which one it was. I'll have to look it up. Somebody's gonna win 6 packs of dingers in that video. I gotta remember to do that. Maybe I'll do that when I get off here. We gotta pick a winner for them 6 packs of dingers. South Jersey, still looking for the PB size fish, but mainly catching smaller fish, probably males. I don't think the females have moved up yet. I'd say after the weather we've had here, they're probably definitely up right now. But like I was saying earlier, they moved up here now, and all the good, nice days, I'm stuck at work. But yeah, I'd say they're definitely moved up. When I was on the water last week, it was 61, anywhere from 61 to 64. So I'm sure now temps have to be probably upper 60s. So they're definitely up there. But I'm going to say, if you guys seen that video on how to cast lighter lures, the color of that water, that's like it's that color pretty much all year. I mean, in fall, winter, it'll clear up some, but that's just a muddy water lake. So I don't know, I don't believe those fish would go deep at all in that watercolor. They have to stay shallow all year, I would say. Now I've caught fish in about 13 to 18 foot there, but they were suspended in the top of brush, only a couple foot below the surface. So they're in deeper water, but they're in cover close to the surface. So again, I don't believe they go deep in that muddy water. Maybe I'm wrong, but it's pretty dang muddy. If you guys haven't seen that video, be sure to check that out. I thought that was a pretty good video. Gonna throw something other than the scum frog. Do you throw like the rage toads? I mean, I love throwing a frog, no doubt. But I probably love. Do I love a buzzbait more? I mean, I love a buzzbait. That's probably why I probably like a rage toad sometimes over a hollow belly or hollow body frog. I just like that. You're right, that moving bait. You can see it, the visual. I mean, I know you're still moving a popping frog and all that too, or a walking frog, but something about the speed that you're moving a buzzbait and like I said, a ribbit frog or a rage toad, and when they hit it, man, it's so much fun. I probably do. I probably like a buzz bait and like a rage toad over a hollow body, but they're all fun. Fish and Fix caught 12 yesterday on a spinnerbait, chatterbait, and 2 on a lipless. You dog you. That's awesome though. Mad Al picked up the Micro Z Man baits and Hellraiser past weekend and got slobber knocker. Cool. Yeah, I picked up some of the Hellraisers probably right around, when was that? I guess that was around Black Friday. I'm definitely looking forward to tossing some top water. Steve is just happy he's on the board. That's how I was, man. I was just glad to catch one. I really wanted to catch them though on my boat, but and what sucks too is the last time that we were out of the ponds, the trolling motor, it sounded like the bearings. I think it's done. So now I got to get a different trolling motor on that boat out there, or for one of my other boats that I'm supposed to be using out there ever shows up, I don't have one of those for out there. But I really don't want to buy a trolling motor for that boat out there. That boat's not mine. But that trolling motor is fried. I think he's got a chance placing top 10 in the Classic. I wouldn't doubt it, man. He's got what, 2 events under his belt. The first one he had a top 10, and to win the second one, I mean, that's pretty good. That's pretty dang good. Lucas says, "My daughters are begging me to tell you hello from them." Well, hello, girls. How you doing? Appreciate you watching. Yeah, I agree, Riley. Definitely going to keep an eye on them. I agree. We got Vizzy, am I saying your name right? Going trout fishing in 2 weeks. Any suggestions? I don't have any. Still have not caught any trout. But I mean, old Phantom Fishing. If I don't know if you guys follow him over at Facebook. He don't really make videos anymore, but he did make a post over there. I think it was right around New Year's. He was going to try to. It wasn't like a New Year's resolution, but he was going to try to fish with me more this year. So maybe he can get me out on some trout. That would be cool. Bruce says so many people were talking smack when he signed up. I'm willing to bet he does good all season. I'm sure he will. Dude is a stick. Been kind of cool if Lunkers would have kind of hung in there and did it more, and maybe them two would have went head to head, something like that. That would have been kind of cool. Maybe that would have settled the whole like Guggen, Sixth Sense, rivalry and all that. That'd been neat. Does Carl's charge for shipping? I believe it's free shipping after $25. And they got a pretty good deal right now. I don't remember what it was, but it was a good deal. It was something Guggen, which is usually something Guggen, but it's something Guggen, some sort of Guggen box. It might be like a $40 or $50 value. If you spend like $50, I think you get that box for free. I could be wrong, but I was on there last night and I thought that popped up. I thought I seen that. But yeah, it's free shipping, I think, after $25. And you guys will see my code down there on the screen, TJ10, get you guys $10 off orders $25 or more. So that's a pretty good deal as well. It's for new members only. I know a lot of guys don't like the membership type deal, but it's a free 30-day trial. So if you guys don't like it, you can always cancel within the 30 days. Use the code, make a few orders, save a few bucks, however you want to do that. But it's available there to use if you guys want to use it. Stay on to the end of the stream because we got a MTB Elite Box going out to one of you guys. Anyone just tuning in here, let me know how fishing's going. You guys can see from the videos, it's going pretty poorly over here for old TJ. Let's see here. Jerk baits, jigs, spinner baits is what I've been using here in Texas. TJ, what would you say is the best one-piece budget spinning rod? Man, I don't know really what the best one would be. I'm not a huge spinning guy. Be the first to tell you that. Out of all the ones that I used, be honest, the one that I would recommend is discontinued. That would be the EVX series from Akuma. But I'm so sad to see that one gone. That was such a killer series. Um, yeah, it sucks it's discontinued now. But again, I'm just not a big spinning guy. I haven't used a bunch of spinning rods to say. The Dobbins Fury, kind of hard to go wrong with that one. I'm not sure if you consider that budget. It's probably right around $100 or so. Yeah, probably not the best. Probably not the best answer there for you. You know what? Tell you what. Well, you know what? They're probably discontinued too. Because my son, we've been using those forever. They're light power rods though. They're more for panfish, even though we've bass fishing with them too. But they're 5.5 foot Bass Pro Extreme rods. You know what? That's really what you need to do. Check out Bass Pro rods. Before I got into Dobbins and Daiwa and Akuma and all that, I was using Bass Pro rods, and I used the Extremes, Pro Qualifiers, the Johnny Morris, their cranking sticks and all that. Pretty affordable, and those are pretty solid rods. I tell you what, the ones that I started out with, then I think they were just called the graphite series. I think that's all they were called, and they were like $30, and they were super solid rods, especially for the price. So yeah, I would say check out Bass Pro Rods. Bass and Big Malone. I found some custom tubes. I'll send you a pic on Instagram. Cool, cool. Yamamoto Hula Grub. That's a good one. That Hank Parker spinning combo is really nice for $30, and with braid, it's hard to beat. I would say though, on a combo that's $30 using braid, you may want to watch that because that braid may really cut into those guides. For $30, I mean, you're not going to get the best guide, so that could cause you a headache there in the near future. Speaking of Hank Parker, though, on the way home from work, I was watching one of his videos. Didn't get to finish it, but I think he was getting ready to talk about a new spinnerbait he's got coming out. So you guys know I'm a spinnerbait dude, so definitely check that one out. 8-pounder was posted today. The kid fishing, what's up, man? What is up? Still lower 50s to mid 50s in some spots. Definitely seeing a lot more forage around the smaller eating minnows, top of the surface. Tell you what, I'm seeing a lot of is carp. I'm not seeing much shad. Seeing a whole lot of carp. Now, my boy, him and his buddy have been going to the park lake here. They've been going like every other day. He's caught like way more fish than I've caught. But hey, they're using live bait. All right, so I'm saying they're cheating. But anyways, what was I getting at? Oh yeah, they've been catching a lot of bluegill and crappie up there at the park. Try the Stanley toad. Yeah, I like the ribbit frogs. Another one that I like is it's from Lake Fork. I don't know the exact name of it, but they got a good frog too. But I mainly use the rage toads or the ribbit frogs. Love the ribbit frogs on the back of a buzzbait too, the real small ones. Sloan Factor, what's going on, man? Buzzbaits are a blast. Love them. Leather stocking angler. Wacky rig gets it done too. Caught 2 Sunday, lost a 3-4 pounder right at the side of the kayak. We got about 100 people on here. No one just tuning in. Remember, there's really no topics for these streams. We're just here getting to know each other, catching up, just passing the time on a Tuesday evening. So join in on the comments over here. And I know you guys like to see all the comments read and you guys like to talk amongst yourselves and all that. So hope you guys enjoy the show here. What's going on, Big John? How you doing, buddy? Lucas says, thank you. They both cheered and celebrated their shout out. That is awesome. Probably what would top off their night if Dad gave them some ice cream right now, Extra syrup, maybe. Sloan Factor heading to Lake St. Clair in 2 weeks to smash a lot of smallies. That's awesome, buddy. I'll be fishing the same mud holes here, buddy. I gotta get out. I gotta get out to different lakes. I really need to. Heard something going on at. I'm sure you guys know this. I wash trucks for a living, but there's going to be some changes going on with FedEx, and I'm hoping that doesn't mess my schedule up. It might actually make me work more days. If that's the case, fishing is going to be pretty slim. I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon, but I think it's going to happen. Phil says, my motor has oil all over the second plug and won't start. I took it up to Dupo Marine. I hope it's not dead. Have you been there before? To Dupo? Haven't been to Dupo Marine. I've only been to Lewis Boats, Spar Marine, but they're no longer in business. And then I'm not sure where you're at. Out in Fairview Heights. Or that might be the O'Fallon area. What's that one called? That's called what's that called? It's not Dupo. It's Cope Marine. Those some good guys up there. I like Cope Marine. Does anyone else modify their rod handle, split grip, do full cork, or extend handle length? I personally have not. Ron, man, I'm with you, buddy. At least I'm on the board. At least I'm on the board. I can't believe I haven't got bid on those chick magnets yet. I've thrown both sizes and no luck on those yet. I'm hoping. I really want to get. If you guys haven't seen my last video, check that out. I'm really hoping the rain holds off on Friday. I'd love to get out there with those new G-Man combos and play around with those. That's the plan Friday, to go out there and take you guys with me and just let you know my thoughts as I'm using them. But won't be much of a video if it's pouring down and raining. So we'll have to see how that goes. If not, then my next day to fish will be Sunday. But believe it or not, my oldest turned 16 on Sunday, so I won't be able to fish Sunday. So my next time out will be on Monday. But hopefully rain holds off and I can get out Friday. But yeah, those combos feel fantastic, man. TKO fishing. Fishing sucks. No open season until May. And the Mississippi is super high, so no point in trying that. I hear you, buddy. I hear you. Had you guys get all that bad weather? What day was that? Was that Saturday night? I think it was. Calling for all that huge hail and tornadoes and all that. I spent majority of the evening at the gas station with my wife's Jeep. I put my truck in the garage and I went up there. It's kind of crazy because I went to a car wash first because all this hail coming in, and it was a concrete car wash at concrete base, and you would not believe the amount of cars at this car wash. And those bays are not that big. Believe it or not, there was people that were fitting 2 cars in those bays. I mean, I want to say you're about to wreck you might as well just take the hail damage because you about wrecked your car. I'm getting in there. But yeah, we only got there was some probably nickel size hail. Majority of it was pea size. Winds were like unreal. But luckily, at least around here, there was no tornadoes and no serious damage that I heard of. So, oh no, Cody decided to go to the dark side, install active target on my boat. Everyone in my tournaments have it now. 2 months. Yeah, I tell you that. If you're a tournament fisherman, you probably have no choice but to get it. And if I fish tournaments, I'd probably get it too. Like I said, like I've said before, it's not really my style. I don't see me ever getting anything like that. I think it's totally cool, but it's just not my style how I want to fish. But if you're in tournaments, yeah, you probably got no choice. 570 Bassin, depending on what cheap is, but the SLX rods are great. The Tattoo XT are great for 99. I've been meaning to get an SLX rod. I need to do that. Lucas caught 2 so far, small bass and a much bigger crappie, both on 6-inch curve, finesse, square bill. I still haven't done really well with the curve yet. Chartreuse spank color, pretty dirty water with no real signs of life on the shorelines. Sounds like my lakes. Jerry says fishing is real good here at Lake Murray. Elite startup on Thursday. Top water and bed fishing are the top patterns. Very cool. Kid fishing, Carbon Light, and Pro Qualifier good. Been working there for 2 years now. That's cool. Working at Bass Pro. Yeah, I love the Pro Qualifiers. The older SLX rods, $80 over there at Tackle Warehouse. That's a good deal. I have the new Yum Helgermite. I showed that in one of my last videos. What was the name of that video? Let's see here. Have not used them yet. It was probably new drops just released. That video. You guys can see those in that video. Oh, here we go. Bruce says over there at Carl's, last year's Tattoo XT spinning rods are $70. So if you're new to Carl's over there, use my code. You can get it for what? $60. So that's pretty good. Well, Steve's working the chatterbait and Yoda worm. Good call. Good call. Oh man, never caught a bass on a buzzbait, dude. You gotta keep tossing until you catch one. It is a blast. Well, Bassless Chap, I know you love spinnerbaits. Have you ever fished the Death Shimmer? Death Shimmer. I'm gonna say no, but that name sounds pretty familiar. I'm gonna say no. There was another spinner, but I showed these before. Haven't tossed these yet. I got these in from Mustad, and there was some spinnerbaits I used a while back. I don't remember the name of them, but they looked very similar to this. Mustad calls these the arm lock. That's the arm lock there. But there was another company that had something similar to that, and they even had like double wires and double sets of willow blades and all that. I can't remember who that was. Those are pretty cool too, though. But anyways, no, I don't believe I've used the Death Shimmer. Who makes that? A little rich ice cream and hot fudge, please. I know I'm starving, man. I haven't ate yet. My wife made pot pies, chicken pot pies. So as soon as I'm done here, I'm eating me a whole pot pie. I'm not even gonna cut a piece. I'm just gonna grab the whole pie and go sit down. Andy says, sorry I'm late. Topic thought. How much conversation do you think would happen in the comments section if you didn't show up on camera right away? I don't know. I don't know. Well, I can see though, before I actually went to go live, there was a handful of guys in there talking. I'm sure it wouldn't be a lot, but I'm sure there'd be a few in there. And I think that's why a lot of you guys like this, just because I mean, a lot of you guys are friends, and I'm sure you guys like seeing each other on other streams as well. So it's just a place where you guys can come, even if you ain't talking with me, talk to each other. So I think it's pretty cool. I'd imagine some people probably would, if there aren't any chicks in your ponds. I haven't thrown the chick magnets in the pond. I don't crank over there. There's too much grass and crap like that. Yes, I'm looking forward to those videos as well. I should have showed it. I also got the new Inception slide. I picked that one up as well. I need to probably grab the G-Man, the 7.3 Heavy. That'd be a good pitch and rod and put that slide on there. I might do that. Lauren, the ones that I use now or have been using are from PC Fun. These are pretty solid. But the company, let me see if that's still in here before I say anything. Look real fast here. Because this company by far has the best reel covers. I know I have some. They're out in the garage. Rod Armor. I think there's still a discount code in the description. They're expensive, but I guarantee you they are the best reel covers. Did you say reel covers or rod covers? Yeah, reel covers. Probably the best reel covers that you're ever going to find. But I found one little flaw in them, and I told them until they fix that flaw, I'm not going to promote those. But they're fantastic. And really, the flaw is not a big deal. But these reel covers are probably, I think they're like 20, 25 bucks. But they're like super awesome. And what it is the Velcro, like right here. These they have it right here. See how the Velcro here? This is the softer Velcro, and this is, I don't know what you call it. This is the rougher patch. Well, on the flap here, having the soft Velcro, no matter where you put it, okay, even if you're only on part of the Velcro here and you're over here to the side, it doesn't do anything because this is the soft Velcro. But if you look at these reel covers, I mean, they are super nice. They're stitched super. I mean, they are really super nice reel covers. But what they did is they have the rough Velcro on this flap. So if you don't get it exactly over the Velcro, that rough patch grabs all the thread and just tears it up. And I told him, for as nice as these are, you guys should have caught that. I said, I'm not going to be promoting these because, I mean, I know a lot of guys probably don't care, but if you're going to charge that kind of money for a reel cover, it needs to be perfect, you know, and it would be. They would totally be perfect if it wasn't for that. So I told me, I said, you guys need to swap that out. And on their next run, they're supposed to swap the Velcro. That way, no matter where you put that flap at, the rough part is not going to catch all the stitching and start tearing it out. But like I said, if you guys see these reel covers, you'll understand where I'm coming from. They're just too nice to be getting tore up. And like I said, how many times are you going to take that reel cover off and on all season? After a while, that stitching is going to be like pretty dang tore up. So, like I said, I will be promoting those in the future. But like I said, I ain't doing it until I feel they're right. And once they swap that Velcro, they'll be right. But, anyways, if that doesn't matter to you, those are definitely the best ones that I've ever used. But the ones that I'm currently using are from PC Fun. I've also used the ones from Bass Pro. Those aren't bad, but they don't have a slot for the line. And really this one doesn't either, and that's really nice about those rod armors. They actually have the slot and everything for the line. I mean, they really are perfect. The rod glove ones, they're not bad either. They don't have a slot. You kind of just push those back for your line. But I'd probably go with the PCV ones. These ones are probably one of the more nicer ones that I've used besides those rod armor ones. But as soon as they fix it, I'll definitely do a video, let you guys know about those reel covers, because you guys will dig them for sure. Jerry says, have you ever tried the heat shrink sleeves that go over the cork on rod handles? I have not. That's a good idea, Will. He says, can koozies. They're cheap and fit everything. I think that's actually a good idea. Yeah, I've used Tackle Warehouse reel covers in the past as well. Curious your opinion on best for money 175 TXW versus the Crestliner XF 179 versus Ridge 1700. Pulling trigger this spring, mostly small, medium lakes and rivers, no horsepower limits. The 179. I'm trying to say, for me, a lot of it has to do with layout. Like I was looking at the Rangers before the Crestliner that I have now, but I just didn't really care for the deck layout on the Ranger, so I went with Crestliner. And the deck on that Crestliner is huge. The 179, I don't believe is as big. And I'm trying to remember the layout on that one because it was right next to my boat when I picked it out. Um, I'd probably imagine that the Crestliner is probably still bigger than that Tracker 175. Um, but again, I don't know the layout of it, and I'm not familiar at all with the Ridge 1700, whatever that is. So I love my Crestliner. If I compare it to my Tracker, to me it's a kind of a night and day difference. I love the Crestliner. The Tracker was a great boat. But if I'm going, and really, it's kind of hard to compare size because the 189 is so much bigger than the 175. But I would say, just from what I noticed and what I see in a lot of the Facebook pages and all that from some of the tracker guys, I would say, just from what I noticed, I think the build quality is probably a bit better on the Crestliner versus the Tracker. Again, I'm not ripping on tracker boats. I had one for years, loved the boat. It was a great boat. But after owning a Crestliner, I mean, they're pretty dang nice. But I think it really does come down to the layout. Like I said, the Ranger could be built better than the Crestliner, but I just like the layout better on the Crestliner. And the deck is just huge on that 189. Mac Jig, what do you think gives you a better bang for the buck? A higher end reel or high end rod? If you had 400, would you put it on a rod or a reel? That's a great question. I mean, I probably feel the rod is more important because I mean you're fighting the fish with the rod. Just like crankbaits too. I mean, you need that softer rod to be able to land more fish. When you're tossing lighter lures, you need a certain rod. I mean, the reel is still the reel is still. Excuse me, one second. The reel is still important, but I just feel like I said, you're fighting the fish with the rod, and just the rod comes into play more than the reel. Um, just like you can use like the SLX. That reel's $100. That reel will throw lighter lures. It'll throw heavier lures. It's just a good solid reel for $100. You don't need to spend a ton of money on reels. That being said, I mean, you don't really need to spend a ton of money on rods either, right? Now, it always seems like I spend more money on reels just because it seems like they just cost more. And of course, you can go to $400 or $500 rods as well. But I found what I'm looking for in rods, and they don't break the bank. And that goes from the Akumas to the Daiwas, the Kisslers, the Mustads, and all that. You don't have to spend a ton of money to get what you need. So yeah, I mean, I end up spending probably more on reels just because they tend to cost more, or at least the ones I'm looking at do. But I do feel the rod is probably more important than the reel. I mean, you don't want to get like a $50 reel, and there's nothing wrong with those. But when it comes to bait casters, probably a reel that's around $50 is probably going to give you more headaches than what it's worth. Okay. And it's probably going to wear out much faster than one that's probably $100 or more. So I would say, like I said, yeah, the rod is more important, but for whatever reason, I do spend more on the reels. I mean, for a reel, it's like, does it look cool or will it toss lighter lures? I don't put a ton of, like, I don't care about weight and things like that with reels. I put more thought into a rod, the butt length, the length of the rod, the action, the power, what weight will it throw, what line can it handle. I just there's more things I'm thinking about with a rod versus a reel. Yeah, I seen that. I wanted to pick up some of those Spro spinner baits. I got some of the Shimano ones. They might actually be. No, I already put those in the boat. They were hanging up here. Yeah, there it is, Bruce. Free, free Mondo kit if you spend $50 over there, Carl's. Oh, Scooshy Bug. Yeah, Mike, he caught, what did he catch? At his tournament. Like I said, I'm not going to say too much about his last tournament. We'll do that in the video. But one of his fish came on Scooshy Bug. Ron says, these spinners had bends in the arm that makes it shake. They're from the 70s. Oh, then I've never, no, I've, by Law Lures and 70s, no, I have not seen those. But yeah, I'd like to see them, though. Definitely send me a picture. On Point Lures, yeah, I don't believe that was the brand that I'm thinking about that makes those double arm ones that I had. You love chicken pot pies. I know. I'm starving. Sounds so good. And my wife, she's a fantastic cook. Do people go down your fishing room asking if you're giving stuff away? I have quite a few people that's constantly hit me up for free stuff. I'll say that. Oh, Daiwa reel covers are at AliExpress. Cool. Christopher, real funny. Real funny, man. Lauren says, I'm going to try out those reel covers for sure. Pissy Fun does make decent, affordable stuff. I purchased their tackle bag, and it is awesome for what I need. Watch your review on it, and I purchased it. Yeah, that is a solid bag. I agree on that. And you'll like the covers. These are nice covers. I've been using these for many years, probably 5, 6 years, if not longer than that. I don't have any issues with them. They're good covers. Do the job. and they're not too expensive. They might be, I'm just guessing here, it might be $7, $8, $9, and they're soft too, just like neoprene, super soft. What's going on, Leanne? SLX for 60 the other day. I think Carl's has it on sale too. I guess everyone's putting them on sale just because the new one's out. I guess that's like what, the SLX-A or something like that. I need to pick that one up. Half and half with the 400. Amazing combo. The Tatula is amazing for 140 bucks. I think I seen that one up too. I thought the Tatula is like 150 now, ain't it? Love my Akumas. I'm with you, Scott. Melt my own bait into new bait. I don't do any of the soft plastic stuff. It'll be fun, but I got time for it. Jason, no man, I haven't picked up a spinning rod in probably a year. I still got your baits. If I get to using them, I'll definitely give you a shout out, man. But no, I have not used them. Let me ask you this: if you've seen my video that I put out with casting light lures, did you see that watercolor, man? I'm not being honest. Would you throw a Ned head in that watercolor? Because I don't have any confidence at all in finesse with that muddy of water. I mean, it's brown. Steve says pro qualifier two, or up decent reels. Yep, I like mine. Like the Akuma Daiwa reels. Scott, I thought about getting a kayak, and then I thought about getting one of those like Pelican. What do they call those boats? They're from Pelican. Bass Pro's got one. It's kind of like a double two-seater. I just don't know if I'm a kayak guy. Like maybe if I sat up higher, and I know there's kayaks. Like I think the one Edwin Evers, I don't know which one his was. I think it's an Ascend kayak. That one looked pretty wide and stable. Looked like he was sitting up pretty high. Something like that, I really wouldn't mind investing in. But I don't want to be like like laying down when I'm fishing. To me, that wouldn't be all that comfortable. And I'd probably want to stand up a lot too. I would need something that was super stable, wide, because I'm not a great swimmer, so I don't want to, risk. That's something I would probably do: set the hook and flip off the boat. But yeah, I mean, I thought about kayaks, but I was supposed to have a John boat or two the last couple of years, but COVID really screwed all those plans up. So it's kind of why I kind of held off on the kayak deal. But who knows? John says out of those boats, he thinks the Crestliner would be the better one, max horsepower 90 on the Tracker 75. Gotcha. That's something to. That's a good point, John. Something to consider as well is a horsepower, and that's something else. To be honest with you, now that you say that, John, that's great. Great point. There is also when I was looking at other boats, I looked at Lowe's, I looked at the Ranger. Nobody else really wanted to figure out how to get an outboard or at least a 50 horse on a boat that size. So what do they call that one I got now? They call that what do they call it? It's a Mercury. They don't call it Bigfoot. I don't remember the exact name of it, but it's got a low or a bigger lower unit so we can turn a bigger prop. And they figured out the right prop to put on there and all that. And like I said, for at least the lakes that I fish, that boat goes, 33, 34, something like that. It does just fine. The lakes I fish aren't huge, so I don't need to go much faster than that. Now, if I was fishing Table Rock, 50 horse ain't going to cut it, right? But on the other boats that I looked at, they didn't want to mess with putting a smaller motor on those boats. So depending what horsepower you need, that is another thing to consider. Great point there, Mr. John. Yeah, I do believe John. He's got himself a tracker too, I believe. Matt Al, we got a good storm. Took power out for a few days in my small town, Douglas. Steve says, I'm on the fence with a medium heavy, medium fast rod for new SLX I got for my birthday. It's so far between SLX rod or a Kuma. You haven't used the SLX ones, but you're thinking about getting a medium heavy, what, like a mod fast, like a cranking rod? Try the new Cast King MG 12 bait caster. Haven't tried any of those. Jose, what's your favorite Texas rig setup? As far as specs go, 7 foot to like a 7'2", medium heavy, fast action. Reel for Texas rigs. I like a 7-speed for that because I'm mainly using the rod to work the bait. Probably 15-pound Braze X would be my go-to line for that. And like I said, a 7-speed reel. Right now, the Texas rig combo I have in my boat is I think it's a 7.2 Akuma Psycho Stick and the Metanium. That's one heck of a Texas rig combo. Love it. Come summertime, though, I'll have probably half a dozen in there because I'll throw a lot of plastics. As of right now, though, I only got 8 or 10 rods in my boat. Still trying to catch fish from my boat. It's not going really well. That might be the one that Evers has. The Ascend 133X is high and wide, very stable but big. It could be it. I'm not sure if that comment came in after or before I said that, but yeah. I'm sure I'd be hooked once I caught a bass in a kayak. I'm sure I'd like it. But I don't believe a kayak's going to hold as much tackle as I like to bring. It's probably better off, though. I mean, you don't need, I mean, I only fish a few lakes. There's no reason to bring all the tackle that I bring for those few lakes, especially when I'm always throwing the same dang thing every time I go there, Bring, 50 different square bills, and I'm always throwing the KVD or the bomber. Cody says, I don't recommend a lot of Bass Pro products, but the Pro Qualifier reels are great. In my opinion, probably the best bang for the buck baitcaster. And two, when they got them, they haven't really had great deals on them the last few classic sales. But the last couple I bought were the ones that were silver and blue, and they were $50 a piece during the classic sale. Ron says, check the Sun Dolphin for the 2-seater. Okay. Yeah, the couple that we looked at were, one was from Bass Pro and one was from Pelican. Now I do like a shaky head for sure. If I'm going to throw any kind of finesse, I do love tossing a shaky head. I ended up getting that. I don't remember the actual label on the Kistler rod. It's a chromium series, and I got the Steez SV TW, the 70. That's going to be a shaky head setup for me. Yep, that's it. Lisa Command Thrust. Yep. Cool cranking rod. John says, I would have gotten the Crestliner, but I would have waited for a year to get it. That was last year. Yep, 22. I hear you, dude. I hear you. But Tracker, like I said, Tracker still makes a good boat. I got no complaints with mine. Or the one that I had. What's going on, Frank? How you doing, buddy? Okay, we got about 5 minutes or so here. We're actually caught up to comments too. That's great how you guys must always time that. Usually when about an hour in, I get to about the last comment here. So we're going to let the giveaway roll. We have an MTB Elite box for one of you guys. I don't remember what my wife put in here for the giveaway. All you do is leave a comment. Let's see here. Share screen. All right, hashtag Carls. So pound Carls, And you are entered in the giveaway. And listen to Christopher. Hit that thumbs up. Still got 113 people on here, which is pretty cool. And in the beginning of the stream, I was talking about the Olight sale going on as well. My friends over there at Olight got a sale going on. It's their 16th anniversary sale, the 18th to the 22nd. Pretty good deal going on over there. I got a discount code down in the description. Feel free to use that. And if you've already signed, if you've never bought from Olight before, you can create a login, and you'll get all you do is sign in, and you'll get a free flashlight. And if you've been there before, all you have to do is log in, and you'll also get a free flashlight. I believe it's 2 different ones. You may have to pay shipping on them, but it's still a free flashlight. So all you gotta do is log in or create a login to get one. So we already got 54 entries. Get a few more in there. As of right now, I don't have a video for tomorrow. I was going to shoot one with my son after the stream. I'm pretty hungry though, so that's not looking too good. If I don't get it up tomorrow, it'll probably be up on Sunday. So keep a lookout for that. Jose says, check out the Old Town Sportsman 106 or the Native Falcon. Both the yaks are a little heavy, but super stable. It would be fun over there at the ponds if me and Mike each had a kayak. That would be fun. I'm not sure I want to take a kayak to one of the lakes that I fish, which is right down the road here, because it's like full of snakes. I don't want to be that close to snakes, but I think it'd be fun over there at the ponds. $67 entries. You got the Old Town 106. You love it. Let it go for one more minute, guys. Get your entry in for a chance to win the Elite Box. Frank says you could see if Big Shirley could find his own fish. Tell you what, he's out fishing me so far this year. He's caught way more fish than I've caught this year. He's doing a lot of pan fishing, but still, he's catching more than I am. Lauren, you got a pelican fishing kayak? That's cool. Gets you into all the right places. They got a foot pedal one too, don't they? Do you have a foot pedal, or is you just use paddle? All right, looks like all the entries are bought in. We still got Catch HD 130 and love it. The Catch, I think that's the one with the foot pedal, ain't it? I looked at those in the past. Okay, looks like we are got the paddle. Cool. Paddle. Sweet. That's cool. Rigged up a foot control trolling motor on it. All righty, guys. We got 69 entries. Looks like you guys are done with that. Let's pick us a winner real fast. Giveaway tool. All right, here we go. Mr. John. Cool. Very cool. Stop sharing. I think it's pretty cool, actually. Last week, I've only been doing the member thing for about a month or so. Last week was Doug. This week is John, and both of them are members, so that's pretty cool. There he is, right there. Send the info, buddy. I'll get that Elite Box out to you. Should be able to get that shipped tomorrow before work. If not, we'll get her shipped on Thursday. So congrats, Mr. John. And guys, that should wrap it up. I'm going to run upstairs and go get some chicken pot pie. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream. It's truly a blast every other Tuesday hanging out with each and every one of you guys and gals. Hopefully you guys have a great rest of your night. Catch some fish. If you guys like the stream, smash the thumbs up. We will see you guys on the next one. Real faster, Will says, I can't find any yum Helgramites. Did you go over there to LureNet? It might be like, not an exclusive, but it might be like a deal right now. They're only at LureNet. So check out over there. All right, we're out. Love you guys.